So the time has finally come to go balls deep in Fukkatsu no F, so let's get started with number 1. Akira Toriyama came up with the film's concept and title while listening to the song F by the Japanese band Maximum the Hormone, who he came to know personally through a friend. The band had in fact composed a song about Frieza. The song itself appears in the film during Frieza's revival. The F in Revival of F stands for Frieza. Toriyama stated the idea came to him when he was speaking with a friend regarding the story for the next movie. In his words, the song started playing and a flash of thought came to me. F is a song that sings about Frieza in vulgar yet cool way. The band apologized to Toriyama, however he decided it was a great idea to bring Frieza back as he knows his personality really well, making it easy for him to write about. And he also stated given his forgetful nature, even he himself can remember Frieza's personality and the way he is, so it kinda made it easier for him. Number 2, according to Anime News Network, the film earned a whopping 1.29 billion yen in its first 6 days of release. It also sold 1 million tickets during the first week. Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F is also reportedly the first Japanese film to open in 3D IMAX digital theaters, and also received screenings at 4DX theaters. The film also shown in 1,000 theaters in US and Canada, shattering industry expectations, closing out its official run at 8 million in North American box office gross, which allowed it to break the top 10 opening weekends for a film. It's also being released in the UK and other cinemas around the world. Resurrection of F is pretty much the most groundbreaking, record-breaking, most money-making anime film in history. Number 3, we all know that Akira Toriyama loves his naming conventions. He chose to continue this trend with his latest release. Frieza's henchmen are named after cuisines. Tagamo's name is derived from the Japanese word tamago, which means egg. Sorbet gets his name directly from the frozen dessert sorbet, and Shisami is named after the Japanese seafood dish sashimi. As with all of Frieza's minions, elites, mercenaries and soldiers as described by Akira Toriyama in the super exciting guide volumes, the names are unified as food items that one puts inside his refrigerator. Number 4, Akira Toriyama loves doing crossovers between his mangas together like he did with Dragon Ball and Dr. Slump. Toriyama introduces Jaco from Jaco the Galactic Patrolman, an 11-chapter gag manga which was part of Toriyama's Galactic Patrol series, along with Sachi-chan-gu and Jaya. Jaco is named after Jacotin, a paste condiment made from blended and fried fish. Jaco's story is revolved within the Dragon Ball universe and starts 10 years before the events of the first Dragon Ball chapter. The main protagonist, Jaco, an old scientist named Omari, and Bulma's elder sister, Tights. The manga is quite funny and very interesting if you want to learn more about the Dragon Ball universe. There was even a special manga featured in the collected volume of Jaco the Galactic Patrolman called Dragon Ball Minus, which covers Bardock's and Gine's story. Number 5, Tights, Bulma's sister, is briefly mentioned by Jaco in Dragon Ball Z Resurrection of F when Jaco tells Bulma that Tights told him she was friends with the one who defeated Frieza. This indicates that Tights is aware of the events that transpired during the Battle of Planet Namek and Goku's role in Frieza's defeat, which implies she heard about it from either her sister or her parents. And also further indicates that Toriyama hasn't completely forgotten about her. Number 6, Frieza's golden transformation is commonly misconceived by fans as Frieza's god form due to placing Frieza's power on the same level as characters with godly ki. However, but in actuality he does not have divine ki. The form has many names, one of which is the ultimate evolution of Terra, named in Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. And in this form the skin turns purple and the biological armor changes color, in Frieza's case a glimmering golden hue. It is implied that the user can choose what color they want with their biological armor to take when their user attains their ultimate evolution, as Frieza mentioned that he made it gold to mock the Super Saiyan transformation. The muscle mass of the user is also larger than Frieza's true form. The user also grows in height as Frieza went from being at around Goku's shoulder to being around as tall as him. Number 7, the film takes place a year after Battle of Gods in age 779, just after Pan is born. Frieza comes back to life and decides to train for a period of 4 months to achieve a new evolution form. Also, the events are stated to be set 5 years before the 28th World Martial Arts Tournament in age 784. Serving as a sequel to Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, it is placed between the chapters of 517 and 518 of the manga of Dragon Ball Z. This is to clear all the confusion between fans. Number 8. The original concept for the character designs was given some quick thought by Akira Toriyama. In an interview, he mentioned some of his reasoning behind his designs. Frieza's ultimate transformation was chosen to be golden because Toriyama wanted to make it very simple. He said, "Since there was no way I could possibly make a design any simpler than it already was, I opted to mostly change his color. This color feels strongest, maybe because I associate it with gold medals in my head." The hair color for Super Saiyan God transformation was chosen to be blue to represent tranquility. When asked about Goku's hair, Toriyama stated that I made his hair light blue to express how by overcoming a certain limit, he has become both strong and tranquil, able to keep his composure in a fight through his training with Beerus and Whis. This is homage to Toriko, who is a hero with spiky blue hair, which is also inspired by Dragon Ball Z. When questioned about Vegeta's new combat uniform, Toriyama replied with, "I gave Vegeta black clothes because I figured that maybe Bulma had modified his combat uniform to add some slight improvements. On that note, it was constructed by Capsule Corp, development branch under Bulma's instruction." Number 9. Krillin's cell phone ringtone is "We Are" from a One Piece opening.
Why is Bulma calling?
This was intentional by the producers and Toriyama, as One Piece and Dragon Ball has a number of collaborations and the authors are very close to each other. In addition, Mayumi Tanaka, who voices Krillin in DBZ, also voices Usopp in One Piece. Number 10. The fight with Frieza contains tributes to the original fight with Frieza that took place in Namek. Goku is injured and Vegeta takes over the fight, which is the reverse of the original fight where Vegeta was injured and killed and Goku took over. Goku unleashes a Saiyan transformation and so does Vegeta. Frieza tries to kill Krillin like in the first fight. While he succeeded there, Krillin is rescued this time. Frieza blows up the world when he is defeated, while in the original fight it was Namek and it could not be brought back. Here it is Earth and it is brought back through time travel with Whis' powers. So it's basically a homage and a repeat of the Namek saga. A few bonus things you might want to know about the film. The 5 angels of hell who guard Frieza are voiced by Japanese musical group Momorio Clover Z. The group started out simply as Momorio Clover but added Z to the title after Dragon Ball Z. They also created a theme song for the new movie called Xeno Chikai. The band had earlier sang for Pokemon in 1998 and Sailor Moon Crystal in 2014, making Dragon Ball Z the 3rd popular anime they have sung for. They themselves had admitted in interviews that they have never done voice acting before and it was an exciting and daunting experience. Another bonus fact you might want to know, Tadayoshi Yamamaru based the landscape of Frieza's personal hell on Grüner See in Austria. And another fact, during Frieza's fight with Future Trunks, I don't know if you guys remember this, but he states, "He who acquires his skills quickly is he who is the first to perish."
Give you a piece of advice. He who acquires his skills quickly is he who is the first to perish.
But funnily enough, the exact same thing happens to Frieza and leads to his downfall, as Frieza acquired his newfound skill in just a month and wasn't able to maintain it for very long, causing him to lose against Goku and Vegeta's God transformation. So why can't this guy take his own advice? Like, Frieza is turning into the Team Rocket of Dragon Ball Z. Like, he is dying so many times in funny ways, it's ridiculous. Oh yeah, there's another fact where further points out my fact about Goku being inspired by Bruce Lee, where he performs the 1-inch punch, and if you want to check out that video, there's a link in the description. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video and you learnt something new about the movie that you didn't know, and please join us and subscribe and like and join us for the next video. See you guys, and wow! There's quite a bit of you. Thanks for watching, tune in, press the like button and help support us, and woo!